time that I'm going to record this video, or else I'm going to drop this plan because I'm being disturbed a lot of times. But yeah, this is about a domain name that I bought a year from now. It is richhomie.com. As you can see, it has a basic lander of GoDaddy where I have put this domain name on a price of $2,000. And the reason why I purchased this domain name, this is what I am going to tell you about. This is what this entire video is about. So the reason I bought this was because I thought it is a very cool domain name. It is unique and it has, quite a friendly vibe to it. Maybe a clothing brand, maybe, any accessory brand, or maybe any brand, that is more inclined towards fashion and providing people with something, something of a benefit that will upgrade you in doing certain things. So this is why I bought this, or maybe a luxury brand for the homies. So this is the reason I bought this, and I thought maybe I'll work on this domain name in 2 or 3 years from now. But since I had this, I decided a lot of my domain names actually have a price tag to it, because who doesn't want a cash flow? So yeah, that's the reason, and you won't even believe. I was just checking my domain portfolio and I saw this domain name standing really tall on the amount of traffic this is getting. This domain name is getting thousands and thousands of searches every day, and it wasn't that usual for me. So what I did was I actually Googled and checked what is actually happening. So while I was checking on Google, I found out that there was a rapper by the name Rich Homie Kuan who unfortunately died, and he was quite a popular rapper. And this was the only thing that I can find on Google as per now, as per my research, I would say. So I don't know much about that rapper, but may his soul rest in peace. uh, so what I was going to tell you is there are so many people that obviously they might be connected to the rapper and wanted to check more about what is happening to the rapper. Is the news fake or is the news real? So what they do is they just Google search it. So a lot of people are searching this keyword right now, and this is why this domain name is getting lots and lots of traffic. So I would give you another example, not only because I hold this domain name. For many of you, you might already know, if you're into this, there was a time of COVID and quarantine and lockdown. People actually bought thousands and thousands of domain name, and thousands of businesses actually developed at that time. If you would check, there were COVID hospitals, I mean, who were dedicated to, a quarantine sector. They used to quarantine people at their places, and there were a lot of COVID helplines, and all of these things developed. There were a lot of NGOs that developed by these types of domain names. So these were the keywords that were used: COVID, quarantine, vaccinations, and this and this and this. So this is what actually happens when something trends. A lot of businesses open, a lot of things starts to come up in front of your eyes who weren't there before. So this is how the keywords and the trends work. So in this case, richhomie.com was getting a lot of traffic. So what I'm going to tell you right now will actually be quite different for you if you don't know this. But if I would have parked this domain name richhomie.com, it would have gotten actually more than $2,000. It would have made me, I would say, $3,000, $4,000 in less than a week. So there are certain websites where you can park your domain name, and the amount of traffic it would get, the amount of people who would search, you will be getting paid per views. So imagine, if I would have parked this domain name, I would have gotten way more than I am expecting over here. Because obviously for me this domain name holds potential, but right now it is actually I would say undervalued if you come up with this price. Even now, if I can park this domain name, if I park this domain name right now, it would give me a good amount of parking traffic, because it still is going on strong, and it would give me a good amount of money, easy money, I would say. But there will be a lot of ways to earn money, and there are obviously. So the reason why I'm telling you this, because you might be having certain domain names that would have a good amount of traffic. What you can do is you can just go ahead and park them and earn from the traffic if you are not interested to sell them. So by this, your domain names will passively make money for you. So this is what the entire aim for this video was. I hope you learned something from it, and thank you.